Another week, another snapshot. We got ourselves 19w41a. Now this is going to be a really fun snapshot because we got ourselves a brand new type of block that I think a lot of people are going to love to use for parkour courses, and maybe they can use it within like redstone stuff. I mean, who knows? But we got ourselves a tiny block that was just announced during Minecon Live, and I have been excited for this block for quite a while because this is a lot different than any other block that we have had in the game currently, because you can actually slide down this block, and most importantly, it's the first block ever to make it to where you cannot jump a full block. So as you can see, I'm going across this thing. It is slowing us down just like slime block would, but as you can see, I cannot jump over this block just like we normally would. If I were to try it with the slime block, we can go ahead and do it just fine. And so this is going to be a type of block that I think a lot of people are going to have fun using within maybe traps, or maybe just using it within like redstone builds, or perhaps just, you know, just using a parkour courses. But it is a really interesting block. Now as I mentioned, you can also go and slide down this block. So if I come over here, as you can see, we're sliding down this block, and you actually cannot go back up it at all. So I think it would be pretty cool if you could go back up it, kind of like a ladder, but that is simply not the thing. Of course, you stick to it and then you just go right down. A slime block does not work that way, unfortunately. But anyways, if I go and click on this button, as we know, for a slime block, they can pick up blocks. Now the same thing can be said about the honey block. So the one thing is, if you have yourself like any areas that are blocked off, it's not going to pick up that block. So make sure that if you want to pick up blocks, that you don't have any areas that it's sticking to that cannot actually be lifted up. But anyway, I'm just going to go and click on this button, and as you can see, it's going to go and pick up the blocks right there, which is just really cool. Now if I go ahead and come right over here, we got ourselves another new block, which we got ourselves the Honeycomb Block. Now for the Honeycomb Block, this is going to be a compact way of using like honeycombs, stuff like that. Now if I come over to the crafting bench, if you want to get yourself the Honeycomb Block, it's just using 4 honeycombs, and the honey block is using 4 honey bottles. So that's how you end up getting those blocks. Now going inside the accessibility settings, we actually got ourselves 2 new options. We have sneak and we have sprint. Right now, if you want to sprint, we have to hold the button down. But if you want to toggle it, then we can do that. And I'm also going to do that as well. Now when I sneak, as you can see, we're not holding down the shift button. I mean, you can't really see me holding down the shift button. But just trust me, I'm not holding it down. And it's just toggling it on and off. And this is going to be very useful if you're playing like a type of sneaky game. Or if you're playing, like, let's just say you're building and you end up letting go of the button by accident. You fall to your doom and you're like, oh my goodness, why did my finger have to get tired? Why did I have to let go of the button and fall? That on, then you don't have to worry about that. You don't actually have to hold that button down, and all that fear is just going to go away. Unless a creeper blows you up, or a skeleton shoots you, or something happens, then yeah, that's basically it. But now we have ourselves the sprint button. Now if I were to go ahead and toggle the sprint on, this is by far the most useful thing that I've ever seen in Minecraft. Because have you ever hated that when you're trying to do parkour, you just stop sprinting and then you make a mistake? I hate it so bad. And this is going to be very useful for anybody doing parkour courses, or just want to get around the world without having to hold the control button and sprint. I just don't like that at all. But you know what? This is very useful. Very useful. I'm so happy that they got this. But with that one, that is pretty much it for what the snapshot has to introduce to us. So brand new accessibility options, the honeycomb block, which is very awesome looking, and we've also got ourselves the honey block. Now down below in the comments, I do want to hear your thoughts of this snapshot. Are you excited for the B update? I do hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, then please leave a like on it and subscribe so you never miss an upload. Remember to tap the bell so you're notified. And for now, I hope you have a logical day, and I will catch you next time.